Hello, so I saw Rise of the Beasts and I have some thoughts. Transformers Rise of the Beast is the newest as of recording this Transformers movie, and I saw that in theaters twice. Once with family and another time by myself. But that movie made around, just from like theaters alone, about $421 million, more or less, just in general. So I don't. It's great. It's a good movie. It honestly deserves that. It is a good movie. And as that movie came out, there were articles talking about how good it is, and minor stuff about how minor negative stuff about it, which is just normal. But I think we've reached the point where there's not really much articles talking about how positive it is. I feel how good it is. I mean, it's that's all I've seen basically. I haven't really seen any good articles about it nowadays, which makes sense, but at the same time is weird. But it's what it is, I guess. But you can stream the movie anywhere now. But 2 days before streaming about, I went to the nearest mall was an hour away from me, and that mall has Regal Cinemas, and they were still playing the movie, even though it was 2 days before streaming. So maybe they're still doing it now. I don't know. Probably not. I just feel like that'd be weird. But yeah. So spoilers from this on forward. I am going to be talking about specific parts of the movie and just rumors, which I'm calling them rumors because I don't see anything that basically corroborates this. So yeah. So when I saw the movie a second time, Scourge was sort of the main villain. Basically had a Decepticon logo. So I have a question. Who did he kill? Did he kill Megatron? Did he kill Megatron? Did he kill Starscream? How do you get that? There's no way he went up against Starscream. Megatron's not in this universe yet. So he ever killed Starscream or Shockwave maybe. There's no. He ever killed. I don't think Shockwave's even here. I meant Soundwave. I don't. So he either killed Starscream or Sound, because I don't think Shockwave's in this universe yet, but I could be wrong. I just kind of fact-checked myself, and yes, Regal Cinemas is still playing Rise of the Beasts, even though you can literally stream it from your own home. So I don't know how that works marketing-wise, but that option's there. And yes, Shockwave is in the Bumblebee movie. I haven't seen that movie in a while, so part of my brain slipped that. But yeah. So basically in the Muad sort of chase scene, Muad talks about Marky Mark, which, if you don't know, Mark Wahlberg was apparently a rapper, and I guess that's his rap name. So I'm just trying to figure out if that reference means anything. I'm not trying to connect to Bayverse. I'm not. I am not at all, but Mark Wahlberg was in Bayverse, and Marky Mark's being mentioned here, so maybe that's a representation of the time, which I can see that, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was another meaning for that. I would not be surprised. And I just want to focus on the post-credit scenes a moment, because after all the credits there's a scene where Muad is being fixed up by Noah, and I don't know if you noticed, but Noah has is wearing a jacket that is Muad's color scheme, and just I love that. I love little things like that. Oh my god, it's just it's so cute. Ah. And I just love how everyone online, there's a scene with Muad and Noah and Noah's little brother, basically like Noah telling his little bro that like he's gonna be away for a while, you know. I love how everyone immediately makes their like relationships so sexual about that. Like that's not even what it is. But like I just think it's funny because that's so like I get it, you guys sip them. It kind of makes sense. But someone's gonna believe that, and I just want, and that's just gonna be funny, and also messed up at the same time. But also that's just a great joke that everyone decided to hop on to. I feel like, or at least on Tumblr. I don't know anywhere else. Yes, I've gotten back on my Tumblr addiction. Don't judge me. But like, oh my god, like that post credit scene has a place in my mind. Like it's be paying rent. That's how much I think about it. Like, so TFW 2005, which is Transformers World 2005, apparently. They said something in the news tab about like there being extra content, which just extra content is true, but they said on streaming platforms, which I haven't seen anywhere sort of confirming this. So my guess is if there was a streaming platform for that, it might be Paramount Plus, only because Transformers is sort of a Paramount sort of entity. Like it's mostly like that's mostly the studio that like produces Transformers live action movies. So, but like there's nothing confirming this, so I'm just speculating because that's the only thing I can sort of think of. I mean, I'll leave a link to what I was reading about, but I'm not going to share that sort of information here because the form that like that info was sort of spread on, that info is like not there anymore, so I'm not going to spread it here because I'd be speculating. And yeah, but it is confirmed that you can get the extra stuff on Blu-ray because apparently Blu-ray like it's different than regular DVD. Regular DVD and can like store more information apparently. Which yes, that's something my childhood self never knew. So, but yeah, I don't have Blu-ray, and I'm not gonna get a Blu-ray sort of thing for this because I feel like it's sort of becoming obsolete. All of that. I feel like maybe in my lifetime that might happen, but like I just feel like that's what's gonna happen, and unless it's sort of a like sort of portable like Blu-ray DVD player, then maybe I'd get it. But like I'm not going to get a whole thing. Like I never really watched DVDs anyway. Like I don't see the point, at least personally to me. So I honestly hope that all of that like sort of gets on the streaming platform. Like even with everything that's going on, like I just feel like that would be easier for people that don't have a Blu-ray sort of thing now and probably won't get one. I just feel like that would be easier. But yeah, I also get why DVDs are important with like everything that's like going on with studios. Like I get why it's important. Like people are wanting that, but it's just yeah. I'm just gonna stop there. But that's a whole thing. I'm just gonna end there on that. So yeah, like there was sort of an unrendered sort of clip of the Optimus versus Transit fight, which we were supposed to see at the beginning of the movie, but like that was cut out. Which I always knew. I noticed that Optimus' sort of intro sort of scene. I noticed something was off about it. I just couldn't place it, and I feel like I don't know if this fight was still in the movie, if it would make the transition more seamless. But it's it's a good fight. Like because we saw like the behind the scenes for that fight with like the technology that the studio and like directors and stuff used was like it was like going to like a bus basically, that sort of thing. But now like even though it's not fully rendered, that sort of scene like it kind of makes sense what was supposed to happen there. Like just wow, just technology nowadays, like CGI and everything. Like my god, like oh my god, like that's cool. Like But yeah, there's also apparently a scene of Bumblebee showing Optimus a Polaroid of Charlie, who, if you don't know who Charlie is the sort of main human in the last movie, which is Bumblebee. So it's like, it belongs, like, that scene belongs there. Like, I'm so mad they cut it out. Like, I hope that's in the extras, please. That would make my heart just go. Because like, I'd re-draw that to the end of my days because like it's just great. So yeah, I mean I get it when like Artemis is a lead and he wants to like, you know, and has to manage his people. Like I get that. But him banning Bumblebee from like going to like a drive-in theater is just not right. To like everyone needs to like to have a little release from everything and then like get back into it just so that the mind's clear and just calm. Like take that away from Bumblebee is no, don't. So yeah. I mean I get why people don't like humans being in like Transformers movies. I get it, but like if it's set when humans are literally on Earth, like at a like at a time, doing like a Transformers movie at that time without any humans would be weird. And in that way unrealistic, which obviously the movie is fiction, like obviously, but like I feel like that sort of aspect brings a level of authenticity or something like to it, like basically. So yeah. No one can complain about Beva's softness ever again, really. Like you thought he was brutal on it. That's a cakewalk compared to Rise of the Beast softness, honestly. So yeah. Hello. So I was editing and I realized I forgot to talk about Bumblebee stuff, which let's not unpack that specifically, but like I feel like his death was like too early in the movie because even though it did catch me off guard, I kind of knew that he was going to be revived because of just how early it was in the movie. So maybe if it was like happened in a different part, it would be more shocking and like less expected for him to like be revived. But like, yeah, that I think that was in one of the trailers, but that did catch me off guard. So and I didn't see a trailer, so yeah. So this came in recently, and I am going to have to take how much I spent on it to my grave, but I have no regrets about it. One day I'll use it for its intended purpose, but not today. But yeah, that's the entire video. I don't know why you're still here. You can be enjoying grass, touching grass forever now. So goodbye.